What you're about to see now is not a conspiracy theory. It is a paper trail. It's victims' testimonies, it's legislative documents, it's corporate press releases, and archived web pages. And when you line them up, asset by asset, you don't get closure on Jeffrey Epstein's Zorro Ranch in New Mexico. You get a story about eugenics, transhumanism, and a baby farm that the political class suddenly pretends it just discovered. This is a 10,000-acre compound in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico, with its own airstrip, a bizarre temple-looking building, as well as signs of huge underground infrastructure. Now, for decades, Epstein's Zorro Ranch sat there quietly. He was arrested in 2019. He died in August of that year. That was 6.5 years ago. And only now in 2026 does New Mexico's political class decide, hey, maybe we should look into this. Now, the obvious question is, why did they wait until the crime scene could be completely sanitized? The New Mexico House of Representatives approved House Resolution 1, creating a special committee to investigate Zorro Ranch and allegations of criminal activity and public corruption tied to that property. Now, the resolution explicitly notes that Zorro Ranch has been the subject of great public concern since at least 2019, and that previous legislatures did nothing. It empowers this committee to hold hearings, compel witnesses, administer oaths, and issue subpoenas. It can operate through the end of 2026. So they can drag people in under oath and demand documents. The land commissioner has also called for state and federal investigations. But again, Epstein's been dead for over 6 years. So how much physical evidence at this ranch is still untouched? Now, here's where things get eyebrow raising. Less than a week ago, a woman went out to Zorro Ranch and filmed what she saw. Heavy equipment, excavators out on the property, clear signs that the ground had been disturbed before the New Mexico House passed this investigative measure. Watch this.
What you're looking at is the main house, and don't be fooled, it is miles away from the road. Also, to note, there is some digging equipment, and that has not been here when I was here previously. This was a house from a similar angle in November, and it's looking a little different over on this side.
Okay, so ask yourself, if state lawmakers are just now giving themselves subpoena power, but there are excavators on site ahead of that, is this a serious criminal investigation or a cleanup operation with a committee bolted on afterward for show? Especially when we've seen how pathetic the official Epstein investigations have been in the past. And at Zorro Ranch, there's a decades-long obsession with eugenics, designer babies, cloning, and using this remote compound as a literal baby farm for his own DNA. So for a moment, leave aside the murder, the blackmail, the political connections, and let's look at the mad science. So 10 days before Epstein died, the New York Times published an article titled, "Jeffrey Epstein Hoped to Seed Human Race with His DNA." Now, the article quotes multiple scientists and businessmen who say that starting in the early 2000s, Epstein was openly talking about using his New Mexico ranch as a base where women would be inseminated with his sperm and would give birth to his babies. He reportedly envisioned as many as 20 women at a time impregnated at Zorro Ranch. One participant at a 2006 conference remembered Epstein talking about, quote, perfecting the human genome, and being fascinated by how traits pass on and wanting to create superior humans. This is Epstein talking to award-winning scientists about turning Zorro Ranch into a eugenic-style breeding facility.